Namaste, hello, this is Anita and welcome back to my channel. So let's get cracking. So this is gonna be a makeup tutorial slash get ready with me video because I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna be making a look that is kind of a tutorial look. So it's gonna be in the series of my crazy wild makeups, and this is gonna be revolving around red, orange, blue, purple, and red eyeliner. But for eyeliner I have this reddish pink color, I think, I'm not sure. We take it and wing it as we go along. Yeah. So crazy as usual, let's get cracking. If you don't want to see the entire process of me putting on foundation, me putting on primer, all that jazz, moist my face, all that jazz, you can fast forward till me putting on my eyeshadow, because that is the main attraction in this video. Also, as you can see, I put in my septum, and I'm pretty happy about this ring because my hole in my nose is pretty crooked. It sits like this, but with this ring here you don't really notice, and I put in two, as you can see, because I have a motherfucking big hole in my nose. Anyway, let's get cracking. First off, I'm going to go in with do my Japanese Hada, let me rephrase, Hada Lobo hydrating lotion, which I'm going to take 6 drops as usual. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to divide it all over my face, ears, neck, and so on. Yeah. Then we're going to take this head cap here, wig cap, and we're going to take a few bobby pins and attach it so it doesn't fall off, one in the front and one in the neck down below, because I have a tendency to lose my wig. Now, I haven't decided which wig to wear, but I kind of know the look I'm going for. So let's get started. So let's start. Before we put on primer, we're going to pop in some lenses, and for that I'm going to be using these black ones. Yes, which I really love. I love that my eyes can be all blacked out, almost, because you can actually see in the center. Pop it in. I have so small pupils that you can see my eye in the center, but I don't mind that. I think that is a little cool. The other lens on my hand. I'm popping the motherfucker in. So I've popped in my lenses and I'm ready for some primer. For primer, I'm going to be using the same I've been using in the last few videos, the Wet n Wild primer base de Temps. I think it's pronounced Temps, I don't know. So I'm taking a little amount in my hands, like so, dividing it on my hands, and then dividing it on my face, getting into all the pores. Also, now I want to tell you something really exciting for me. I am gonna spend like a lot of money on makeup next month because NYX has arrived in Denmark, in a drugstore in Denmark, which is so exciting. It's super duper exciting, and I'm gonna be shopping a lot of NYX products. Not all of them, obviously, because they have a shitload, but I'm gonna be buying a lot of NYX makeup. Like 8 things, and also Urban Decay has arrived in Denmark, in a high-end shop actually, and I'm gonna be buying the all night setting spray, the Urban Decay something foundation, and the Urban Decay something else concealer. Also, I will be buying Ofra and Milani. So that's the 4 brands that I'm gonna be shopping a lot of. And I'm going to be making individual videos of each product, and also I'm going to be making a lot of looks with these products, and I'm so excited. Yes. So time for the next step, and before we put on any foundation, we're taking a little bit of this eye primer from Wet n Wild on my finger, and it's also called something French, but it's just an eyeshadow primer from Wet n Wild, and I'm putting a little bit on my ring fingers, and then I'm popping it on my eyes to prime them underneath and on top. And it's very soft, this primer. I'm sorry I don't have a brighter light, but this is what we have to deal with. Anyway, time for some foundation. I'm going in with this matched of different foundations I've mixed together, and I like it like that. I can't wait to get 4 new foundations. Not so much on my eyes as around my eyes. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to get all this new stuff and expensive brands that I've been wanting to own for so long. So it's really cool. And I'm going to be so broke next month because I'm going to shop all these brands and makeup. But who cares? I will get some of the stuff I really want. And also, I spent a lot of money last month to shop a lot of stuff that I'm going to receive during the month. So this is going to be a big month for me. A lot of hauls, a lot of tutorials, a lot of reviews. And also for you guys, which I hope you will enjoy. Also, I'm going to continue editing my video. I'm not going to remove a lot, but I'm going to fast forward one sometimes. And I'm not going to pop in a lot of shit. And I will keep it real with you guys still. Anyway, for the next step, I'm going to take my Music Flower foundation, which I like to use as a concealer. And it's pretty thick, full coverage, and it is bright. So I'm taking a little on my hand, dipping under my eyes, down my cheek here, and down my nose. Like so. I hope you can see the difference. And down here. Like so. And then the other eyes. I have a tendency to have like these lines, and I don't know why. But who cares? We do have to deal with what we have. You only got what you got. And then a little on the side here. Like so. Oh. And we take the last of the product and we put it here. And now it's time to bake. For that, I'm going in with the same as I normally use and used lately. This white toner from India, which is a face powder. No. So this powder is really very fine. It's very, very fine. And I'm putting a lot of powder on my underneath my eyes to bake this concealer. And today we're not gonna bake my entire face as normally. A little in the forehead. A little in the forehead. I like that. A little on the nose. And then along the side here. Today we're only gonna bake some of my face because I feel like it. I don't feel like baking my entire face. And while this is baking, we can make my eyebrows. Like so. I don't want to waste this powder. Putting more on because I don't want to waste the powder. There we go. So we're ready for the next step. And that would be my eyebrows, since we have to wait while this shit bakes. So I want to excuse or in advance because there's going to be some noise from the background. A lot of people yapping because people are eating right outside my door. Sorry, people. So I'm grabbing an angled brush, liner brush, like this. This is AOA Studio, and that is a pretty cheap brand, but they're fucking good with the brushes. Some of the brushes. Some is shit and some is good. So today we will be going in and making the color taupe eyebrows, but it's kind of dried out. So I'm grabbing my Dualine Inglot, and I'm taking the little dropper and putting one drop, just a single drop, into the pot and closing it again. And then I'm taking my brush and swirling it around, mixing it out. And now I start to create my eyebrows. And that's the eyebrows of today, but we're not quite done yet. I am going to take my Z palette with some shadows in it, and I'm going to be dipping into the taupe one there to set my eyebrows. So I'm putting some product on and I'm going over them with this taupe eyeshadow There we go. Ready for the next step. Now that I'm done with my eyebrows, which turned out like this today, I'm going to be grabbing my big kabuki brush like this, and then I'm going to be gently, very gently, because I don't want to ruin my foundation underneath, I'm gently going to be swiping off the excess powder. So today we're going to start with the eyeshadow and then make the face after sculpting the face. And I'm going to be using a lot of different palettes. We're going to dip into Morphe's 35C, where we're going to be using this fella right here. And we're going to be dipping into the red one here on this 35U palette. And we're going to be dipping into this third Morphe palette in the shade of 35A, and we're going to be dipping into the purple ones. We're going to be using a heck of a lot of eyeshadow palettes. We're going to be dipping into this Sugar Pills. I keep the package. It's so adorable. So first off, we're going to be dipping into this little Sugar Pill white shade in Taco, and we're going to be dipping into that with a different brush. And I'm using this little brush which has a unicorn, and I'm just putting some of the top, and we're going straight under the brows and just creating a white highlight. And I'm starting with that, as you can tell. I love this shadow to create the highlight under the brow. After putting on the highlighter, Taco Sugar Pill on underneath my eyebrows, I'm just gonna grab this Morphe palette 35C, and I will be dipping into this shade down here, which is this really light shade looking like this, to put on my lid as a transition color. And I'm just putting it all over my lid. A transition color makes your eyeshadow easier to blend. For the next step, I will be dipping into this red of this Morphe palette 35U, and I'm going to be using the same brush, like this. And I'm going to be going into my over my crease. Gonna be blending it out later. Like so, and we do the same on the other eye. So your eyes look sort of like this, and you can keep working on it if you want. This is not the most pigmented red eyeshadow ever, but it's fine. Now people, I have a scar here, so it's pretty difficult for me to pop on my eyeshadow. But now I'm going to be taking a blending brush, and I'm going to be blending out the top here. So we end up looking like this with some red eyes. Still, it's far from perfect. But now I'm going to be dipping into this little clementine color here. I call it clementine because it's Kat Von D has a shade similar to this, which is named Clementine, and it's just become a habit to me. And I'm using this brush. I'm trying to put this shade on in the middle, in the center here. Like so. And I'm putting a lot on. If you want this to pop more than I do, you can put white eyeliner underneath using a jumbo stick like milk, but I like it like this. Maybe I'm gonna put some more on, I don't know. Putting some on both eyes. Oops. And as you can see, I have to dust off the excess powder. You can use these pads to put under, but I don't use them. Now I'm going to be dipping into my highlighter, which looks like this and is homemade. And you cannot see how much it shines as of yet. I'm just going to be putting a little in the center of the eye, right there. So I get a little pop in the center, right here. And I'm blending it out, right there. So it looks like this. Now I'm going to be taking a different brush, a little pencil brush. I'm going to be dipping into this purple down here in the palette 35U, also by Morphe. And this is going to be a little hard. So I'm going to do my best here. I'm going to start to put a little purple underneath here. So I'm blending it into very softly, like that. And doing the same on the other eye. So we have a purple underneath the eye, blending it out a little more. And this do have some fallout, which is very annoying. Now I'm going to bring the purple up here on the top of the red, like so. Very gently, like so, which I think looks badass. Now I'm taking my blending brush. I'm starting to blend again out here. But we're not completely done yet. Now, for the last part, I want to go in with either that or that blue part. And I'm taking a tiny brush and I'm dipping into this blue. And I'm going to go a little over the purple here. And create some blue like that, which gives us a little edge like that. It's pretty pigmented and it's darker than I thought it would be, but we're putting a little blue out there, so it creates a little different look. But we have to blend it, and I'm putting a little down there like so. I'm doing the same on the other side, like so. So it looks like this. I'm taking my blending brush again. I'm starting to blend this blue into the other shades, so it becomes more, well, blended. And that is what I'm going for. And we take the other eye. Blending, blending, blending. Now I'm taking my big kabuki brush. I'm dusting off underneath my eyes. I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and quickly do like that. And now the eyeshadow looks like this. But I have a problem. I always get some stuff in the inner corner, so I'm gonna take a cotton stick. I'm just gonna clean my inner eye zone, so I don't have that problem. Now we're going to be using this pigment Sky, it's called, from Gush, and we're going to be dipping our little pencil brush into it, and we're going to put some in our inner corners for some shimmery highlight. Like so, a little more. Like so, which I think looks cute. Like so. There we go, like this. And so far, so good. Then for the next step, which I think is pretty interesting, we're going to be using a red eyeliner. But I don't own a red eyeliner. So we're going to be taking the lid of my little pot with my sponge for cleaning my makeup brushes. And we're going to be taking the lid, and then I'm going to find one red eyeshadow. Or stronger than red. This is more of a darker. We're going to be using this shade. It's darker than red. The color is like more dark berry. And I'm putting some on the lid here. So I will be using this brush to make an eyeliner. And I'm taking this amount of product into my lid, and I'm taking the Ingrid Dual Line, where I'm gonna be using 2 drops. So I took the Dual Line Ingrid and I put it into the pigment, and now I'm mixing it up here. And now I want to start making my eyeliner. It's not red. It's more like a dark berry color. And that is looking really good. To the other eye. I like it like this. And now the sun is coming out dark. I'm sorry for the bad lighting. I should get one pop light. I don't have one. But it looks like this. It's a little more crooked on one side. Oh. Now it's time for some mascara, and I'm going in with this thick Nile of the Earth, which is my favorite at the moment. I just bought a shitload and I got one from one of my subscribers. And sorry, what is it? Bren, I didn't get your packages as of yet, and that is so bumming. I really cannot wait to get them. But maybe they are lost both in the mail. I don't know, because it's weird, it takes so long time. Anyway, popping on the mascara. And not underneath, because when you pop it underneath your eye, a lot of it will make you look older. And me being 40, I mean, I don't want to look older. I want to look younger. Just like so. I'm not popping on a shitload of mascara. I'm so sorry for the bad lighting. There, we have some better lighting. So far the makeup looks like this, which I really like. But we have to pop on a lot more of makeup. Now it's time for some contouring and some blush. For contouring, I'm going to be using this little palette as usual with the brush I usually use, which is this curved. This is called the curvy brush from d.i.y, and we start with it like so. Now it's time for some blush. Today I'm gonna be going in with not the sleek palette, because that is way too heavy, and my blush in the last 2 videos was a little heavy. So I'm going in with this I regularly use, and I'm just swirling around, and I'm starting to put it on. And this goes on much more blended. And the other side, little on the nose, little on the chin, and now it's time for some highlighter, where I'm going to be using the one I made myself, which I normally use, and I'm taking it on my brush and I start popping it on like so, like so, like so. And now, people, it's time for some eyelashes. And I have my little box here. Oh my god, my jewelry fell down. I have my little box. It's an eyelash. It's not an eyelash box. It is a contact lens box, but I am using it for my eyelashes. And I think I want to go in with the heavy ones. I'm not sure. These ones, like that. Yeah, we're gonna go in with those today. And I'm looking for my glue, and I found it. So I'm gonna be using the Celavi glue. It's from Shop Miss A, and it costs $1 for one like this. I like this glue. It's see-through, it's clear, and it is cheap, and it works. I just really use the trick where I put it on a bobby pin before I put it on the eyelash. Anyway, putting it on, and voila, first eye made it. Now it's time for the second lash, and voila, both lashes on fleek, like so. I hope they stay like this. They're still drying a little bit, but anyway, they fit pretty good. Now it's time for some lipstick, and then I'm going in with just this True Lips cheap lip liner from eBay, and I'm just drawing out my lips. And then I will be using the Jeffree Star shade in Watermelon Soda, which is kind of an orangey kind of look, like this. Also, my teeth are bugging me at the moment. I think they are very yellow. I smoke, I drink coffee, all that shit is really bad for the teeth. But I'm buying this teeth whitening kit, which I will be making a demonstration video of. And also I will be showing you steps along the way how my teeth progress in whitening if the shit works. Anyway, time for this watermelon soda. Like so. And the last step is to put on a wig. Now I don't know which wig to wear as of yet. I have not decided. Let me just press this into my eyelashes. And this is the finished look so far. I'm really digging it. Just gonna grab a wig. So I got a wig and I have to try it on. I don't know if this is gonna be the one I'm wearing, but this is the one we're gonna try right now. I'm putting the hooks on in the back, and I just washed this wig, so it's pretty clean, but I don't know if this is the one. And it's orange. Oh, my ring is stuck, motherfucker. Oh yeah, that's the one, maybe. Yeah, this is the wig we're going to be using today, which I am going to be wearing today, and I freaking love it. It is clean, it is cut, it is beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Get ready with me, / whatever you want to call it. Have an awesome day. It's Monday. Yay! I freaking love the week. I hate the weekend. I know that's opposite of other people, because other people love the weekend because they can party and they don't have to go to work, at least in Denmark. Sorry. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, I love the week because I'm incarcerated in a mental facility, so the weekend there's not a lot of staff, we don't get mail, and I love my mail, and that's why. So I'm gonna enjoy. It's Monday and I will be getting mail today. Hopefully I can make a haul later on. If not, I'll see you tomorrow, and have an awesome day. I love you guys. Namaste. Bye.